Okay, this is lesson number 12. It's just a continuation of the last lesson. We're going to go over the high cover, but we do a lot with the high cover. And so it needs to be a whole lesson in itself so that the last lesson wasn't so long. But all y'all know, a boxer does a high cover, they're wearing the gloves, they're here, they simply lift that hand, they shield their head, they got a glove covering the whole side of their head, they're fine. But if you try to do this with no glove, I've got all this area open. So when we do a high cover, that hand has to come all the way up, and it's like you're either gripping the back of your neck or you're resting your fist on the back of your neck. And your forearm is parallel to the ground, so the elbow's pointed straight out. That's important. So when I do that, then I've covered the side of my head. Now he might glance off and bounce off the top of my head, and that's okay. I'm willing to accept that. That's a whole lot better than getting clocked in the chin or the temple. So I want to be able to, when I'm up here, I've covered. This hand is important too, where if you're not used to bringing that hand up, it's too easy to get in the habit of doing something like this. And then this hand is not up protecting. So we always include this hand as part of the high cover. It always comes up and reinforces, just like that. So now this hand is in place. There's something coming here. It's ready to defend. It's supporting this structure. It's adding some oomph to my high cover, and it's making sure I got my hand high enough. You can do it off the rear leg too, but if I do it off the rear hand, I can't get my elbow up high enough unless I lift my heel and pivot. So I have to pivot when I do it off the rear. This. Alright, so if he's throwing shots at me, I'm just covering, right? Same thing with the rear. Okay, so I can take a hard shot with this kind of a structure. Now we make it a little more finessey. One of the things we do is this can add a little more impetus to the outward motion. So I'll show you first how we make it an elbow strike. So if he's just giving me a target, as I'm coming up and I'm using this hand, it's the exact same motion, but now I'm looking for this. So I'm hitting not with the bottom of my elbow, but the side of my elbow. If he's got the pad up, I'm doing this. We're doing on this side. It's coming up and I'm hitting, right? Alright, so what this is, if Adrian and I have been mixing it up, and I've come and I'm in this distance, we all know how to do an elbow coming this way. But I can be here, and I can do an elbow like this. Bam! It can be totally unexpected, and that still has a lot of power, being this close, and just bending my arm, adding this hand. Pow! Because again, I could be right here, I just bend this arm, add this hand. So it's the same structure as an elbow strike. Right? It's pretty easy. Now the other way we do this is I'm going to let Adrian do it because he's got the elbow pads on. So if he drops the gloves, most people on the street are not going to be throwing these nice tight hooks and all punches that you're worried about. They're going to be throwing wider haymaker kind of things. So when he does a high cover against my haymaker, he aims the point of his elbow right there, and he gives it just that little bit of a tap outward, and that kills the punch completely and destroys the guy's arm. Boom. And see, he's not swinging wide, but that little bit of an impulse knocks my arm away so that I'm not going to swing through very easily with very much force. And plus, I ran right into the point of his elbow, right on my biceps. So that takes the oomph out of anybody. Boom. We do it on this side. See, he's hitting right there. The other way we do this is off the lead. If he can time it and he sees kind of this slow loopy punch coming and he knows it's coming, all he has to do is step in, and this time he's aiming his elbow right there. So I'm trying to punch, boom, and I run right into that elbow. Boom. 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 I could be out here and he could be crashing in on me, right? I don't even step. He steps. Bang. That's a powerful shot. And notice, when he's this close, that hand is coming out. He could be grabbing my head to hit, to pull me into a knee strike, set up elbows. He could just be boom, and then just stepping back, and right there just snapping off that tight hook like we covered in the last lesson, because his hand is already right there. There's the hook. So all of this, once you're that close, these things start to come into play. We could be doing, he threw that high cover, or that high shot, and I've covered here. Bam, 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 bam. Just that, right? A wizard. Or it's in a lot of people's Chun form, right? Same thing, I'm just here, I've stopped it, run right into that bicep, and then before he can withdraw his arm, it just whips around, and I've got him right here, just long enough. Bam, bam, bam. All kinds of stuff like that you can work in. Now, Pin Sun Wing Chun in the Sulam Tao set, or Sansik, the basic looks like this, which is a Pak Sao, a Tun Sao, and a strike. And Tun Sao is swallowing hand. It's following the force and swallowing it. So, one of the variations in Pin Sun is if this is not enough, the force is still coming, the hand carries through, like this, it comes back. And this is called Sao Sao, or covering hand. It's a covering hand, it's a high cover. A high cover is in Pin Sun Wing Chun. And the set looks like this. So this is more for a linear force, and I'm tracking it back. So if I'm faced off with Adrian, so the idea is I'm giving him a heavy force, but it's straight, it's not circular, and all he does is he tracks it back. He covers with the same high cover, right? All he's got to do is lift his arm and follow it back, and I'm aiming right at his chin, and all he's got to do is that same covering motion. And then from there, he's ready to fire that hand off, just like in the Pin Sun set. So this comes straight out of Pin Sun Wing Chun, and it's still a high cover. Now, we're going to cover this a little more when we talk about defenses against the jab, but along this same line of thought is the front cover. So if he's got the pads back on, front cover you don't see in boxing very much, probably because it would be considered illegal. But the idea, if he's throwing a jab at me, he's aiming right at my chin. I know that's his target. So a front cover, I'm just covering my chin. So as he's jabbing at me, I put my cover up. So I've got my head tucked away, so if he glanced off, it'd just be going over my head. It wouldn't be hitting me in the face. And this hand is there for extra cover. So it's the Wing Chun elbow we talked about before. I'm just using it as a cover. So this hand comes up. So again, he's jabbing at me. So his fist, he didn't have the pads on, his fist was running right into the point of my elbow. That's the idea. Contacting right there. In Filipino martial arts, they do this. Where the guy's jabbing, they try to catch it and hit it, catch it and hit it. That always seems a little iffy to me, to think I can snatch somebody's punch out of the air and hit it with an elbow. But this is easy, because I know if he's aiming at my chin, I can cover my chin and let him run right into my elbow. Bam! And then I can come right back with all my other stuff. So that's, again, just a front cover, and I could be doing either side. And it's just a Wing Chun elbow structure, covering my chin and my nose. All right? I think that's what I can think of for now.